This news update is brought to you by
This is the 7 a.m. Barbados Today update for Thursday, July 3rd, 2014. I'm Carol Williams. Good morning. The Congress of Trade Unions and Staff Associations of Barbados tells Barbados Workers Union it's time to bury the hatchet. The two sides broke ranks back in 2012 following a dispute over representation at the International Labour Organization. The rift was as a result of government's decision to nominate CTUSAB as the island's representative at two ILO conferences, a decision the BWU was not at all happy with. But with the ILO ruling in the government's favor recently, CTUSAB's General Secretary, Dennis DePisa, says it's time now for healing.
We have actually made a concerted effort to try to outreach to see if we can get this matter of the Barbados Workers Union, have a discussion and put it to bed. And we are hoping that reason will prevail and that we will see the need to have a united labour movement. And because it's nothing, I believe, that in any situation that is too big to be solved.
Barbados has not lost any points with the Caribbean Court of Justice for its delay in paying Jamaican Shanique Myrie 8 months after she won her lawsuit against this country. The court's president, Sir Dennis Byron, concedes that any delay is too long when it comes to abiding by the court's ruling. But in an interview with Barbados Today, he says paying late is part of a wider problem, not just in Barbados, but the rest of the Caribbean.
We have a problem in the region generally with speed of performance of duties. And I do not know whether in Barbados, if you had a judgment from the High Court of Barbados against the government of Barbados, that payment would have been any quicker. I doubt it. So I'm not quite certain that the existence of enforcement mechanisms by itself is the answer to the problem of ensuring that obligations are performed in a more speedy manner.
Say no to Dolphin aquariums in Barbados. This advice from global business magnate Sir Richard Branson as he backs efforts by the Future Center Trust to protest the move. The trust has launched a petition arguing that the captivity of dolphins is cruel. Sir Richard tells Barbados Today there should be a ban on capturing dolphins.
I think there should be a blanket ban worldwide for the capturing of any whales, any dolphins. Having said that, I think that where dolphins have already been captured, they should be treated in places that are big enough to look after them well. And they can serve a purpose. I mean, you can't release them back into the wild again. So the important thing is that you use captive dolphins to educate people to try to get an army of people to protect dolphins in the wild.
There's regional and international news after this short break.
Hi, I'm Red Plastic Bag. Anyone who knows me knows I don't like cold. Sunshine reigns in my country. I love it.
Get your sun power.
To the region now, Guyana's President Donald Ramota slams outgoing United States Ambassador Brent Hart for interfering in the country's domestic affairs. At a function earlier this week, Hart accused Ramota of making excuses to delay local government elections, which have not been held for the last 20 years. had insisted the president's actions are unconstitutional. But Ramota says the American diplomat is out of line and he will do well to focus on America's own troubles. Internationally, the Ebola disease is now at unprecedented levels in West Africa. That's according to scientists who discovered the deadly virus. They say this is the first time that the country has encountered such an outbreak in 3 capitals. The bug, which is circulating in Guinea, Sierra Leone and Liberia, has claimed 467 lives, and Doctors Without Borders warns that the cases will continue to spike. They have also described Ebola as one of the most lethal viruses to exist. And that's been the 7 a.m. Barbados Today update. Join us again at noon for the latest news. Until then, you can log on to www.barbadostoday.bb, subscribe to our e-paper, and you can like us on Facebook to get more news and sports. I'm Carol Williams. Have a great day.
This news update is brought to you by